Hey guys, Doug Giles here. This is Warriors and Wildmen.com. Hey guys, Doug Giles here. Check this out. In case you don't know it, our nation was founded by brilliant, freedom-loving heavyweights. It's hard to imagine that nowadays because our country is currently being deconstructed by moronic, liberty-choking lightweights, also known as liberal politicians. Liberals, you see, they don't mind what you do as long as they approve it. They're kind of like King George and his inbred dipsticks in that regard. Or for a more current example, they're somewhat like Islam with their fascism, sans the billy goat beards and the suicide vest. That said, our current crop of freedom stranglers over there on the left isn't entirely made up of little liberals, as there are many who claim to represent the right who also believe it's their duty to make our lives beholden to big government power-hungry dillweeds. If our founders were around right now, they'd probably stomp on this current crop of micro-liberal managers like a narc at a biker party, and I mean literally. Yet from a freedom standpoint, our founders were a horse of a different stripe. They hated control freaks. They loathed tyrants. They trusted government about as high as Rosie can pole vault after her 5 p.m. feeding. Indeed, once our original founders and framers got this incredible country up and officially cranking, they began to cobble together a seal, a picture, a motto, and an emblem, which would encapsulate what they had concocted on fresh American soil. Benjamin Franklin, being the rebel that he was, he wanted it to be a picture of Moses confronting Pharaoh. When Moses demanded Pharaoh to cease his enslavement of Israel and let God's people go. This image was to be encircled with the phrase, y'all ready for this? Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Thomas Jefferson liked the motto, rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God, so much he used it as his personal seal. Today, especially during our politically correct be damned days, the symbol that the left would concoct to represent their quote-unquote American dream would be a pic of a dependent 45-year-old multi-pierced transgendered whatchamacallit breastfeeding off a big old saggy milk-dried government dog tit. A veritable dependent, indebted and enslaved stooge of the machine from the cradle to the grave. So what's my point? Well, my point's simply this. We're all wussies, all of us. We've not the singular metal that made this grand experiment in self-governance tick. I'm guilty, you're guilty, and we can blame the corrupt politicians, puff our chests, and scream at MSNBC all day long, but the truth is, we let politicians screw us. We traded our freedoms, prosperity, and our original roots and moorings for a mediocre comfort over duty, and we were daft enough to believe them time and time again. Hey, this is Doug Giles. Peace out, and always stay rowdy. Hey, this is Doug Giles. You've been listening to Warriors and Wildmen.com.